Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Bravo Alpha November. Be aware, weapon fire restrictions are in place in this sector. Landing authorized. You are clear for approach to pad 3-2.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing successful. Deploying ground services.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay? Remember, loitering is a violation.
Landing coupler disengaged. Access corridor is clear.
Avoid unnecessary destruction. Do not block the access.
Advise, traffic restrictions are in place. Maintain safe separation.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. Stay safe, Commander.
'Week in Review'. Here are this week's major stories. Maroklat of Alliance Interpol has announced that Admiral George Varma, who was arrested last week on suspicion of working with terrorist organization the League of Reparation, was in fact framed by Rear Admiral Riri McAllister. It is now believed that McAllister is Nexus, the League's central coordinator. Following this development, information decrypted by a tri-superpower task force has revealed the location of League's strongholds in two systems, one in Imperial and one in Federal space. A two-pronged operation to destroy these enclaves is now underway. Princess Aisling Duval has discussed her forthcoming marriage in an interview with Solomon Helios. The princess insisted that any negativity surrounding the wedding was based on prejudice and fear, saying, "Shouldn't we all be free to love whomever we wish?" Meanwhile, there has been a spate of violence against the Thargoid-worshipping Far God cult, resulting in dozens of deaths and hundreds of injuries. The Far God cultists have offered no resistance to the aggression. Local security forces have been slow to respond to the incidents, and few arrests have been made. In other news, a thermonuclear weapon, launched over 1,000 years ago during Earth's Third World War, has been discovered. The intercontinental ballistic missile was found beneath the Pacific Ocean during construction of new undersea habitation off the coast of California. The missile's uranium core has been disarmed, and the risk to local populations nullified. Finally, a spokesperson for the Cobra Wing has announced that its campaign to build a research outpost in the Ebor system has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. Scores of pilots supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Morris Enterprise and eliminating agitators in Ebor, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. And those are the main stories this week. Starport Status Update. This report presents the latest data on starports experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed: Rebi Enterprise, Tasheka; Singer Orbital, Matsia; Stabenow Survey, Cerno; Vauculus Vision, Veroclist. The following starports continue to experience technical issues: Sturkau Port, SPOCS 253. Meanwhile, the following starports are on the brink of closure: Hunt the League of Reparation. A tri-superpower task force has launched a campaign to track down and eliminate members of terrorist group, the League of Reparation. Captain Niam Sutonia of the IISS, who is a prominent member of the task force, made this announcement. With the arrest of Riri McAllister, otherwise known as Nexus,
Orbital flight engaged.
we now hold the main coordinator of the League of Reparation in custody. Furthermore, decrypted information has revealed the location of League strongholds in two separate systems, one in Imperial and one in Federal space. We are determined to eliminate these terrorists before they can wreak any more havoc, but fully expect tough resistance. Therefore, we ask the galactic community to provide support in wiping out these dangerous extremists. The operation in Zibao will be coordinated by Zibang Power Company. Likewise, military action in Ian Palang will be supported by Ian Palang Corporation. The campaign begins on the 19th of July 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Cobra Wing campaign concludes. A spokesperson for the Cobra Wing has announced that its campaign to build a research outpost in the Ebor system has been enthusiastically...
Lakon, Bravo, Alpha, November. Be aware, you are in Federation space, Commander. You may dock at this station once landing clearance is granted.
Received by the galactic
Make your way
community.
to landing pad
Scores of
number
pilots
07.
supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Morris Enterprise and eliminating agitators in Ebor, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. A spokesperson for the Cobra Wing released the following statement: "We want to thank all the commanders who supported this campaign.
Flight assist off.
We hope that the new outpost
Flight assist on.
helps us communicate with our neighbors and achieve peace. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their awards from Morris Enterprise in the Ebor system." Unexploded nuclear missile discovered. A thermonuclear weapon, launched over 1,000 years ago during Earth's Third World War,
Landing gear deployed.
has been discovered. The intercontinental ballistic missile was found beneath the Pacific Ocean during construction of new undersea habitation off the coast of California. Lieutenant Commander Paige Patterson, a munitions disposal specialist for the Federal Navy, gave this statement. The missile was partially embedded in the ocean floor when aqua engineering teams found it. Erosion of the casing makes identification difficult, but the
Landing operation complete. Power down your engines. Greetings, Commander.
design is consistent with strategic ordnance of the mid-21st century. Its thermonuclear warhead would have had an explosive yield of 45 megatons. Robotic Avedar units have successfully disarmed the missile's uranium core, so the risk to local populations has been nullified. We are now treating the area for radiation leakage. The remains of the missile will be scrapped. Dr. Imogen Riang, a historian specializing in Earth conflicts, observed, "A variety of relics from World War III, which took place between 2044 and 2055, have been found over the centuries. All nuclear exchanges between nation-states were thought to be well documented, so this discovery comes as quite a shock. Although the missile's origin remains a mystery, its location near the western seaboard suggests two possibilities. Either it was a failed launch from a silo in the United States, or it was an inbound enemy missile that failed to reach its target. In the latter case, it was likely disabled by the USA's defensive laser grid, which combined ground turrets with armed satellites. This was how America avoided a nuclear detonation on its soil during the war, unlike most other continents on Earth. Thargoid cult attacked. There has been a spate of violence against the Thargoid-worshipping Thargoid cult, resulting in dozens of deaths and hundreds of injuries. Since the Church of Eternal Void declared war against the sect, its members have compelled citizens to attack Thargoid believers in many systems. Several of the sect's places of worship have been firebombed. The Thargoid cultists have offered no resistance to the aggression, and have even refused to leave burning hive chapels. Cardinal Hieronymus, representing the Church of Eternal Void, addressed a large crowd. Our loyal followers are performing the Guardian's righteous work. Those who serve the Thargoid demons are demons themselves, and we must cast them out with fire and fury. A vocal campaigner against the Thargoid sect, Juanita Bishop, told the media. It might not be pretty, but what's happening now is no different to what our brave pilots are doing out there in space, defending their own kind. We will do whatever it takes to protect our children from these monsters. Local security forces have been slow to respond to the incidents, and few arrests have been made. Councillor Quinn D'Amico commented. The lack of an immediate clampdown is inexcusable. The Church is inciting criminal acts and persecuting a legally registered religion. I call upon the authorities to bring the full force of the law against any vigilante behavior. Identity of Nexus confirmed. Deputy Inspector Mara Klatt, of Alliance Interpol, has broken her silence regarding the League of Reparation. At a special press conference, she made this announcement. Prior to her death at the hands of the League of Reparation, I worked closely with my predecessor Chief Inspector Kay Kilbride. She revealed how Fleet Admiral Buchanan's assassination could only have been arranged by a senior figure within the Alliance Defense Force. She was patiently amassing evidence pertaining to this, a task that I inherited when she died. Information decrypted from the League's comms network has confirmed Kilbride's suspicions. I can also confirm that the arrest of Admiral George Varma was due to false leads, misdirection on the part of Varma's protege within the Alliance Defense Force, Rear Admiral Riri McAllister. Rear Admiral McAllister is Nexus, the League's central coordinator. She has now been arrested and formally charged with conspiracy to commit terrorism. We have released Admiral Varma with our apologies. The decrypted data has also revealed the location of two major League enclaves. The task force is organizing an operation to eradicate these groups, which we hope will be supported